Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another Vintage Matchbox Monday episode. Again, we got 5 vintage Matchbox to look at that could range anywhere from the late 60s all the way up to the early 90s. You know, whatever. Early 90s is still vintage to some people. Anyway, we're going to take a look at 5 castings. Without further ado, we're going to start with this one right here, number 46, the Ford tractor in Harrow, or whatever, however you pronounce that. From what I could tell, this one version that we're going to look at here is from 1979. The casting was used from 1979 all the way up to 1987. It is in 1/67 scale. Here is a quick look around the box. These older boxes are pretty interesting. The artwork is pretty cool on them, so it is worth taking a peek at. And then we'll go ahead and open it up. So there's the Harrow. Which I don't know, I'm not up on farm lingo. And then here is the tractor. So metal body, metal base. This is made in England, Lesney. It's got this old piece of masking tape on it with the number of it so that you could match it up to the box. I think we can probably take that off. We're going to take that off. And it says number 46 right there. So what do you need that for? All right, so it's pretty cool. Plastic interior. Plastic tires. This thing apparently should hook on to this. Yeah, this way. And then you can drag it around in your field. Weird kind of like discoloration on the Harrow here. And I'm not sure what caused that, or if that was like that just out of the box. It looks like almost like some darker plastic got mixed in with this yellow plastic and kind of created that effect. But it is kind of a heavy piece because it's all metal for how small it is. Yep, definitely an interesting piece though. Definitely a little interesting piece of Matchbox history. Go ahead and put that little Ford tractor back. Close up the box and move on to the next one. So the next one we got number 47. This is the Pannier Locomotive. More tough pronouncing stuff. Collect all 75 models. Here's a picture of some other train action. We've seen a couple of these train castings in previous episodes. Again, check out previous episodes in the Matchbox Monday playlist. We'll pull this guy out. This one, 1979 and 1981 in this color green. No scale listing on it, but I think it's like 1/100 scale. That's what all the other train ones were, I believe. Number 47, Lesney Products Company, made in England. This one has, this part of the base right here on the bottom is metal. And this is plastic, and then the top part is also metal. This is a sticker, not a tampo. And that's the only graphic that you get on it. All in all, it's a pretty interesting piece. As I mentioned before in previous videos, I'm not sure if Matchbox has tracks, released some train track with this, or you know, some of that stuff that you could put these on. I'm guessing they did. Wheels are plastic. You can hook this together with the other cars and the other stuff, the other train stuff that did come out. Kind of interesting that they did that. I think Hot Wheels actually put out a train set at one time too, so and I think that's actually kind of worth a bit of money too. But that is the second casting that we're going to look at today is that one. All right, so moving on from there, we get back into some vehicles. This a lot of like construction type vehicles in this one. So this is the Sambron Jacklift. From what I could tell, 1978 to 79 in this color. The casting was released all the way up until 1994, though. 1978 to 94. It is in 1/64 scale. I guess we should take a quick look around the box because this is one of those older boxes. That's kind of cool. And we'll pull it out. So here it is. So metal body. I think that's plastic. It's hard to tell sometimes when they're painted. And actually, I think that is metal. Yeah, metal base, metal body. Is that metal or plastic? No, that is plastic. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It is pretty heavy, robust looking casting. This fork is also plastic, but here's kind of the neat thing about it. As it goes up like that. And that's not the only cool thing. The cool thing is that it's like jointed, double, like got these two little joints in here. And when you press this, it actually keeps the fork level. I thought that was kind of a neat feature. Like it automatically keeps this fork level as you lift it up. So maybe we should lift up something with it. Let's lift up this little Kyosho screwdriver maybe. Set it on the fork. And go ahead and lift it up. That is kind of neat. Don't you think? I think so. So I think that's a cool thing. It's a neat little feature for this casting. I don't know if this was a real vehicle. I'm assuming it was, since they named it. But yeah, I think it's really cool. So this is made in England, 1/64 scale. So if it is 1/64 scale, these vehicles were big, very large. Fit one person in right here, and they could definitely move some weight up and down. Really cool little like forklift type vehicle. I thought that one was really neat. I like that. I like that those forks lift up and they automatically stay level. I think that's engineered well. So moving on from there, we got the Volvo tilt truck. So this Volvo tilt truck from 1990 to 1992, so it's a newer one, relatively. It was released all the way from 1984 to 1999, but here's the 1992 release. It's in 1/90th scale. And it's got Pirelli tire livery. So there that one is. Nothing too special about this one. It's a Volvo. I think it was made in, I think this one's made in China. Maybe made in Macau. I'm not sure. Probably made in China. And it's got this back piece on it. I think is removable. Yep. So there's the basic truck, Volvo truck casting. I think it has various top pieces. In white, metal body, plastic base, but quite a bit of metal, and it feels pretty substantial. It's a cool little casting. Pirelli tires, if you're into Pirelli tires. If you're into gripping stuff, maybe you like this. Not too much else to say about that one. And then lastly, we get another kind of interesting one. This is the crane truck. Quick look around the box. Of course, this one's older. It's going to have some moving bits, as these arrows indicate here. This one's from 1980 to 82. The casting was released from 77 to 84. This just happens to be the version that was from 80 to 82, as far as I could tell. It's in 1/131 scale. And here it is. Before we start moving some pieces around, it's got a green windshield piece. It is metal body. This thing is metal too. The base is plastic. This crane arm is plastic, and yes, it moves up. It's got a hook attached to it, and it also rotates. So you can pick up stuff. It rotates. Does it rotate 360? No, it doesn't. It rotates to about there each way. So it doesn't quite pick up stuff right behind it. So it can pick up stuff on the side, move it up, and move it over to the other side of it. Does not go 360 degrees. At least it gets tough to turn right here, and I'm definitely not going to try to force it. Yeah, it definitely stops there. All right, so that's a pretty neat little piece, though. Again, another interesting Matchbox with moving parts. They did a lot of these kind of in, like, you know, working. Oh, there we go. We got an extension. I just realized that it did that. So that is cool. Additional length on the crane, so we can definitely pick some stuff up, move it around. Lots of cool little construction equipment with Matchbox. As usual, they just do interesting things. They did interesting stuff in this era. Really cool. It's really cool now that they're getting back into like the real working rigs, just kind of harkening back to like this type of era of stuff. I know they've put out those before, but they're just cool that they got a lot of play value to them. So for kids and for collectors alike, I mean, it's kind of a neat thing to take a look at these older Matchbox cars and kind of see what was out at that time. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks again for watching another episode of Vintage Matchbox Monday. Of course, check out the playlist. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a great day.